This is Van Electric Ghost, and we're talking about our latest tracks. And we call this session Peg Gets Into Codependency, the More You to Do. So, Josephine Electric, the whole story with her is she is my alter ego, the feminine side of part of me. And I create her with a Roland vocal transformer, the VT4. I play her like a method actor. I get into her character and I kind of become Josephine, and I just think about how Josephine would react to different situations. She is a very sexually explicit, open person. She tends to go toward, sadomasochism and fetish bondage grooves in her life and sexuality. These songs get into this idea that she's also into codependent relationships where she's totally caught up in a destructive romance that doesn't really move her forward. And so all these songs have her in this situation where she's pining after this person or involved with this person that's not good for her. Even though she's a dominatrix, it's actually still hurting her soul. It's hurting her whole being. And so these songs focus on how her sexuality has a double-edged sword where she feels that she's this freedom-oriented, sexual revolution advocate, but it actually is not bringing her happiness. It's not helping her. It's somewhat destructive, but she's a ghost. So she can be as self-destructive as anyone. She can be addicted to all kinds of substances that it doesn't really have an effect because she's in this limbo. But part of that is she can't get out of it. She's in this eternal addiction, like never-ending addiction of sexual frustration and addiction and codependency that never ends because she's a ghost and it doesn't stop. And so we have been focusing on our recording style, which we call expansive sound, where we use hardware synthesizers with hardware recorders. Our recorder of choice is the Zoom R24 digital recorder. We've been playing with a lot of interesting Euro rack modulation. The song More You to Do, which is the name of this episode, is interesting. We use a guitar off of a Roland Juno GI against an interesting beat that we developed on our Moog DFAM and our other Eurorack synthesizers. We're using a Make Noise Morphogene. We're also using the Arturia Baby Brute 2S. All of these have controlled voltage manipulation of the signal, which allows you to alter the subtractive synthesis of these machines. So I'll let you hear a little bit of More You to Do. One of the nature of this song is we're using that Moog DFAM beat modulated with a Make Noise Morphogene with a Mother 32 and with also using a sampler. So we're taking the CV out of the Morphogene to alter the DFAM signal. We're actually playing with the DFAM and going between one oscillator or two oscillators, also playing with the resonance and the filter, doing what Sonic State, which they play the filter or use knob for function actually on an analog synth. One of the cool things you could do if you do hardware recording as you record, instead of using clips and being very specific in your construction, you can be rather avant-garde or more stream of consciousness, or what you call, I would say, just improvising. And so that you can improvise as you live record, and it gives it a live feel. It gives it a less robotic feel. Now, the actual Moog DFAM is limited to only 8 steps. So one of the cool techniques you do with it is you actually play it as it's recording to change the nature of the recording. So you can add steps, or you can change steps. You don't add steps, you just change them. So you can mute a step, you can You can alter it. You can change the pitch, change the velocity, change the ladder filter, do all kinds of things. By doing that, and then using our effects system, or our real-time effects system, which is the MX1 Performance Mixer, we can use the roller to put a break in where it normally wouldn't have a break. You can change it to a bit crush. You can change it to a digital delay. You can do all these different things to change the nature of the drum track, even though it's only 8 steps. So that's what we did there. And then the guitar is a separate track on the Juno, playing at the lower end of the keyboard and then moving up to actually play very simplistic guitar arrangement, but it kind of goes and it's kind of Prince-like in terms of it's very open. There's not a lot going on this track. The bass is mostly coming from the DFAM and the drum. We didn't do a lot of overdubs on this. With one of the natures of expansive sound, sometimes we don't do more than maybe 6 tracks in anything we do. Sometimes on some tracks, there's more going on. We might have our System 1M actually on the same track as a DFAM, as the same track as a system, as Artillery Minibeer 2S. So we might have multiple things going on. We might have our JDXI actually moving at the same time. So that way, sometimes it might sound like there's more than 6 tracks. There could be like 10 or 12 tracks, but some of them aren't separated. And we do some of the non-separation tracks to get a little more of a live feel, to make it sound like there's more than one person in the band, because the idea that this is a band. And even though it's just me, I'm trying to make it sound as much like a band as possible. I'm a big fan of Prince and how he was able to do that. And Stevie Wonder also did a lot of single person recording. And that's what I do as the Ghost. Sometimes I do work with other people, but in the last couple of years, I've been working on my own for all these projects. So the more you to do is we just like the honesty of this recording. It's got a real kind of interesting vocal, because the vocal, we're doing the same thing with the VT4. We're going between the digital delay and the bit crush, and bringing up the reverb and bringing down the reverb. So it gives us, in different parts of the song, we get different emphasis that a recording engineer or the producer would do by just using a board, because having these hardware senses, like being able to run the board while you're recording. And so that's what I like to do, and that's why the Ghost sounds like the way we do, is because we tend to run the board while we record in real time. And the VT4 has a lot of cool capabilities that you can emphasize certain things by making it, very distorted when you use the bit crush type of vocal or the megaphone vocal. So you can use like a megaphone vocal and then have that go through a bit crush, and it makes it sound very distorted, very punk. And then you can do the digital delay off the or the reverb, and that gives it kind of this echo and it's kind of big sound. And you use the harmony to make it sound like 2 or 3 people singing at once. And so that's what we like to do with this. The other songs basically are just sexual escapades. We won't get deep into those. The more you to do is our primary focus on this episode. Again, if you're a big fan of the Ghost, please hit the support link to PayPal me. You can do a one-time support for the band. And for our project, we are interviewing our first classical musician today. We're going to be talking to, at noon, an artist out of the Netherlands. We're going to try to not mess up her name. It's Doreen Marcellier and Marcellier. Yeah, Doreen Marcellier. And so we hope we got that right. We wrote down her name, make sure we got it right again. We're going to try to say it again. We wrote down a pronunciation because we're starting to interview more people from different places in the world. So we make sure we get it right. So Doreen Marcellier. Yes, and she is a classical harpist from the Netherlands, and we're going to talk about her music, and she's pretty cool. We did talk to a classically trained musician we talked previously to a couple of days ago with Waterflower, but she's moved into more electronic music. Doreen Marcellier is currently doing classical music and recording. She's on Spotify. We're going to talk to her today at noon. It will be available after 1 o'clock our time. So again, if you're a fan of the Ghost, Please support us so that we can do these international interviews. You can support us on a monthly basis. We'd appreciate that. And we'll talk to you later. This is Fam Lucky Coach signing off. Thank you.
Why you take it easy on me? Do it harder till I bleed. Why'd you take it easy on me? You do it harder till I bleed. I'm your come down queen. I'm your come down queen. Why'd you take it easy on me? I'm your come down queen. Don't you bleed on me. Don't you dare tease. It's like vampire needs thing. Why don't you get coming on me? I'm your come down queen. I'm your cum machine. Don't you dare take it on me. I'm gonna give you everything you need. Don't you dare take it easy on me. Don't you wanna bleed? I'll show man I'll bleed. I'm your cum machine. I'll show man I'll bleed. I'm the dirty down cum machine. Don't you dare take it easy on me. Don't you wanna come free? I'm your cum machine. Give you everything that you don't really need. Your cum machine. I give you everything that you don't really need. In between the sheets we're standing. In between with Josephine. In between me and Stephanie. Gonna show man how to bleed. I'm a dirty come down machine. I'm a dirty come down queen. I'm everything that you need. I'm your dirty come down queen. I'm your cum machine. I'm your cum machine. I'm your dirty down queen. I'm your dirty cum machine. Dirty down queen. I'm your dirty cum machine. We do everything obscene. We do everything unclean. Double, double.